Welcome to another episode of the Palace Huddle Podcast. Here are your hosts, Rob Schwartz and Justin Onayemi, two Bears fans who decided talking into a microphone was better than shouting at their television.
Welcome in, Palace Huddlers. I said I was going to wear this cap on the next episode, and here we are, episode 45. Hood up! I almost forgot that time.
Quick change, man.
Yeah.
Quick change.
All right. As always, Rob Schwartz, Justin Onayemi. We're here at the Palace Huddle Podcast, episode 45. Who's this one?
This is Gary Fensick. Really good safety for the Bears. Yep. Played on the 85 Bears, which makes all of those guys legends because it's the one and only Super Bowl.
That's right. This is going to be a real quick episode. This is kind of like what's going on in the world of the NFL rumor mill.
Okay, yeah.
So recently, well, not recently, over the last few weeks, there's been rumors that Dalvin Cook is on his way out of the Minnesota Vikings franchise. They even took him off of their promotional banner on social media, but he wasn't there. Notably, Alexander Mattison was. Okay, so clearly they are moving on from Dalvin Cook. Reports are that they wanted him to take a pay cut. He refused. So now, CBS author Brian DiArdo recently wrote about the 5 top likely landing spots for Dalvin Cook. And Chicago Bears were one of them. Okay, I'll just quickly list the 5. Dallas Cowboys, Arizona Cardinals, Los Angeles Chargers, San Francisco 49ers, Chicago Bears. Okay, I'm not even going to speak to those, although
I don't understand the 49ers.
They just traded for Christian McCaffrey. Like, I don't see that one at all. Okay. The Cardinals are kind of tanking. I guess let's just speak to it real quick. Cardinals kind of tanking. I don't see that happening. The Cowboys just moved on from Ezekiel Elliott, so they could go with Tony Pollard, but maybe because of the Pollard injury, I could kind of see that one. The Chargers are dealing with Eckler issues, right? So, like, I could kind of see that too.
If they move on from Eckler, you go to Cook, who's similar.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I could kind of see it. Now, I don't understand the Dalvin Cook to Chicago Bears thing. Here's the thing. From a schematic standpoint, perfect fit, right? Like, he could run this offense perfectly. But why? Why would they?
I could see it, actually. I don't think this will happen, nor do I see why the Bears are an ideal landing spot, except for this. The Bears still have money.
That's right.
Compared to other teams. They even have to move up to even get to their floor. So, you said he's a good fit schematically, and you can pay him the money.
Right.
Do you take him, pop in a really talented back? You still have they would actually have a very deep backfield at that point. You hope he plays very well. Too deep, yes. But here's the thing. Now you have an asset that you could trade. So do you have 1 year of Cook, 2 years left on his deal, and now Roschon Johnson's a little more ready? Khalil Herbert steps up a bit, and now you have a trade chip that you otherwise didn't have? I mean, that's the only way I could see this happening. I still don't think it's going to happen, but...
So from a fan perspective, I don't hate it, right? Like, I love the idea. Dalvin Cook would step in and be way better than everyone else on this team from a running back standpoint, right? Like, he's had over 1,100 yards over the last 4 years. I have here, he has 43 rushing touchdowns and 3 receiving yards over those 4 years. And again,
Say that again?
43 rushing touchdowns and only 3 receiving touchdowns.
Oh, okay.
So 46 total over a 4-year span. He's only 27 years old.
Well, you know how badly I shouldn't say how badly.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Saquon Barkley.
Yes.
As a free agent.
Yes.
And that didn't happen. But nowhere in my mind did I think Dalvin Cook was available.
Right.
He's that type of talent. I mean, we know he gets injured, which is why Madsen has had the opportunity to prove himself in Minnesota, and maybe that's why they feel comfortable moving on to him. Although I would say it's different being number 2 guy than being the guy. They also drafted somebody, didn't they? Or no?
The Vikings?
Yeah.
Yeah, McBride.
Okay. So, I mean, yeah, they knew what was going on with the possibility of losing Cook. Losing him in the division would be really painful for Minnesota. I don't really see it happening, but, I mean, it would be quite interesting. And like I said, you have an asset. I mean, here's the thing that kind of we're not used to talking about, I don't think, with being a Chicago Bears fans for as long as we have. Really good teams have many talented players. You have more talented players than you can even play.
That's true.
So here we are saying, we've had episode ideas where we're saying how many guys even deserve to be starting in a sense. But to actually be deep at a position, hey, hopefully that's the problem they're having at receiver pretty soon.
Yes.
Not being able to get all the guys on the field because they're all that good. Maybe
Right.
you have that at running back. So from a money standpoint, they're one of the teams that could absorb it. He's talented, so why not?
And if you're making a run for 2024, he's still here.
Right.
I think his contract is only $13 million next year.
Well, and I was saying you have an asset in him to trade, but maybe you have an asset in trading Herbert when
Right.
you have him and Roshan Johnson and others as well. Oh, and Foreman.
Yeah, I just don't see Ryan Pace making this move. Like, just the moves that we've seen him make, like, they seem very calculated, very calm. He doesn't seem like he's really pushing for 2023 to be a year of like success, even though it could be based on the schedule.
How deep do you think the article goes in terms of identifying the 5 best fits from the perspective of those teams? Because maybe San Francisco's a fit schematically, but I don't see why they would do it.
Right.
So, do you think I wonder of those 5 landing spots, how it's being perceived by those fan bases. If it's similar to what we're saying, which is like, why would you do that?
Yeah, they just said because of the depth, because Christian McCaffrey's constantly getting hurt. Dalvin Cook's constantly getting hurt. So between the two of them,
they can play every other week and be similar to one another.
That's what he said.
Okay.
So I don't know. Okay, leave comments. Let us know. I don't think it's going to happen, but I wouldn't hate it. Do you guys want Dalvin Cook on this roster? If you do, hit the like button. If you don't, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We're going to be here all off season, building into the next season. And we got a lot of things planned. And I know we've mentioned it before. We got another giveaway that was going to be coming out over the off season, leading into the season. So subscribe now, because that's how you're going to enter anyway. Then you don't miss it. And,
sounds good.
Yeah, bear down, guys.
Bear down.